All right, hello, my name's Tristan. I'm going to be your nursing student for the day. The provider has asked me to do a cardio and respiratory assessment. I'm going to start off by asking you a couple questions, and I'm going to listen to your lung fields as well as listen to your heart, make sure there's nothing irregular going on there. But I'm going to start off, what is your name and date of birth?
Randy Ford, 10-5-95.
All right, cool. I'm just going to check your wristband, make sure it matches. It matches. First, I'm going to start off by getting your pulse and your respirations. So I'm just going to feel right here for your pulse. You can relax your arm. So your pulse was 62 regular, 2 plus, which is normal, and your respirations were 16, which is also normal, and the medical term for that is eupnea. Actually, I've said that for the video purposes, but that just means everything's normal and looking good. So next I'm going to start off with your respiratory assessment. So are you having any cough or shortness of breath at this moment?
No.
No, you're not? Okay, cool. Can you just give me a good cough right now? Alright, sweet. And it doesn't sound like anything came up with it, so all is well. Now I'm going to listen to your lung fields.
Okay.
I'm going to start in your right upper lobe. Take a deep breath for me. Alright. Right lower lobe. And then your left lower lobe. Your left upper lobe. And then I'm going to get on your lateral side. So right here I'm listening to your right lower lobe. And your left lower lobe. Alright, and if you'll sit up for me, I'm going to do the same thing on your back. So start off in your right upper lobe. Your right middle lobe. Your left lower lobe, and your left upper lobe. Alrighty. So your breath sounds are normal. There's no rhonchi, no wheezing or anything like that I heard. So that's good. One thing that I'm going to ask you to do is use this device. It's called an incentive spirometer. What you're going to do is you are going to inhale as much as you can for as long as you can, and then you're going to hold it.
Okay.
And you're going to hold it until you just feel like you can't hold it anymore. Then you're going to let all the air out.
Okay.
We're going to set a goal for you, and of course the goal is to meet that goal, and that is just going to expel any mucus that you have resting in your lungs and stuff like that.
Okay.
So also I'm going to ask you to cough and take a deep breath 10 times every hour. So a good way to remember that is just by if you're watching TV or something, you can cough, take a deep breath during the commercial breaks, okay? And lastly, I'm going to go ahead and start with your cardio assessment. So do you have any chest pain, any heart palpitations, anything like that?
Nope.
Everything feel normal?
Mm-hmm.
All right, sweet. So the first one, I'm going to go to the second intercostal space. Then I'm going to go over to the ridgeline, listen to the pulmonic. Then I'm going to go down, listen to Erb's point. And your tricuspid. and your mitral valve. All right, and now I'm going to listen with the bell of my stethoscope and listen for any murmurs or anything in the same locations. Last one. Sweet. So your heart sounds good, sounds regular, strong as well. Lastly, I'm going to check for any edema, which is just swelling, as well as your capillary refills, and just make sure everything's flowing well, all right?
Okay.
So let me see this hand. There's no swelling noted.
No.
Capillary refill is good. You have no wash on, but whatever. All right, good, no swelling. Capillary refill is good. We're gonna pretend like you don't have any shoes on. And this is where you would find your pedal pulses as well as your posterior tibial pulses. And then you have a pulse behind your knee as well as your femoral pulses. But I'm not going to fill those right now because everything else is feeling fine. And let me check for edema. No edema noted bilaterally. So everything's looking good. For your last thing, I'm going to check for any jugular vein distension. So I'm going to sit you at a 45 degree angle and just ask you if you can look that way.
Okay.
Don't notice any JVD on that side or on the right side. So, or on the left side. But other than that, everything's looking good. I don't see any abnormalities with your cardio or your pulmonary assessment. So I'm just gonna leave you here with this call light. This is used for you. If you need anything, you can press that button, especially if you wanna get up. If you do get up, we're gonna ask you to put these non-slip socks on. That way you don't fall on us.
Okay.
But just press this call light if you need anything. We'll be happy to come in and help you, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Sweet, thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.